Sure. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, and I don't have a copy of the consent agenda.
Oh, here.
I'll do it. It's nice.
I would entertain a motion to seal both sessions of, both non-public sessions.
I make a motion
of tonight's
to
meeting.
seal the non-public minutes as it may adversely affect the reputation of any person other than a member of this board.
Second.
Okay, motion by Sean, second by Don. All those in favor, roll call vote.
No, that's right.
Sean,
Aye.
Rob, aye.
Don, aye.
Scott,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
motion passes. Non-public and public meeting minutes of the August 7th, 2025 meeting.
I make a motion to approve the non-public and public meeting minutes of August 7th, 2025 as written.
Second.
Okay, motion by Sean, second by Scott. Any discussion? All those in favor, Sean,
Aye.
Rob, aye.
Don, aye.
Scott,
Aye.
John.
Aye.
You guys have it. Consent agenda.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda from August 21, 2025. Accounts payable payment manifest dated 8/14/25. Accounts payable ACH Harper's manifest dated 8/14/25. Payroll payment manifest dated 8/14/25. PA-28 inventory of taxable property form for 2026. Removal of veterans credit standard map lot number 209-036. Approval of new veterans credit standard and disabled map lot number 209-036 in the amount of $2,450. Removal of veterans tax credit standard map lot number 227-008. Administrative abatement for map lot number 220-015-117 in the amount of $70.41.
I will second.
Okay, motion by Scott, second by Sean to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion on the consent agenda? All right, hearing none. All those in favor, Sean,
Aye.
Rob, aye.
Don, aye.
Scott,
Aye.
John.
Aye.
Okay, and the motion passes. And we approve the consent agenda. I hate SharePoint. Victor, come on up.
So, Victor's stuff is, depending on which one you want to start with. If you start with number 5, it's the, I think it's one wrong. 5 and 6, there are 3 quotes there. 2 of them are the vibratory roller, and 1 is a box blade. And these, Victor will explain, these probably weren't planned to be replaced right now, but he'll explain why he's asking the board. I don't have a purchase order number to give you, but if you do agree to move forward with these, I can get a purchase order number, and if you can approve me to sign it, I will make sure to take care of that, so. Fire me. No.
So, at the CIP meeting, we discussed a lot of stuff this year. Don was there. We're holding, what was supposed to be scheduled for this year was the 2017 F550. We had lost the transmission in it at the end of plow season last year. The truck and body and everything is in great shape. We had the transmission replaced, cost us, you guys approved that around 9. We got it fixed for 8. So, I mean, they were quoting 10, but we got it fixed for 8. It's holding up right now. I think we can get, you know, I was told to go low. I think we can get another 2 years to 3 years out of it. With not spending anything this year, I'm not just looking to spend money, but the box blade to the backhoe we put probably about 20 hours of welding into it last year just so we could make it work for plowing. I don't see it making, it might do stuff in the yard, but if it breaks in the yard, that's one thing, but breaking in the square near a car or losing it down there, and there's just no way, we gotta weld blades on it now because we rebuilt the mull board on it twice, and it's hanging on with a thread.
More well than.
There's more weld than real metal on
If you're
some
welding
sorts,
on top
and,
of welding.
right, and so now there's also the part that the rust on it, you know, even though we treat the machine, I mean, from what I see from the records, we bought that in 1978 or something like that.
It's that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. So both box blades are in that kind. The one for the back was worse, and I would say the one for the loader probably next year we can weld a little bit more onto that. I'm not looking to replace them both at once, but those items are not on the CIP. But with now putting the two machines back down into the square because of Central Street, we've got to have something more reliable down there. I've only got the one quote on the box blade. Other people haven't responded to me. I wasn't looking for a number tonight. I was just looking for a parameter. If with a JRB quick coupler, we're looking somewhere around 17 to 25,000.
That's insane.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Is this just a straight box blade, or is there any?
No,
moving
straight
parts?
box blade. If you start putting hydraulics onto it, you're looking at a $30,000.
I was thinking $8,000-9,000.
That's what I was thinking too. And I'll tell you, Allied, I got another equipment company on the hook. They're trying to get me a number, but no one wants to deal with the plows right now because it's not winter. But you know, the only thing I didn't like about this quote was it has the rubber cutting edge. I'd change that out to a carbide, so we're not. So
What about used?
they use is what we're going to be selling. If we were to sell, they're in that kind of condition. You know, we fluid film all our equipment to prolong them, but not, most people don't.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that fabricates around it?
We have a great fabricator, Richard Welding, and even he said there's nothing to weld to because it's.
No, I need to build a new one.
Oh, yeah, build one, no, it'd be more to build it by hand. A lot of the stuff is
But it's having
stamped.
to buy the coupler and
Yeah.
everything and have that one.
Yeah. So I was just looking for a parameter, and then if something within that parameter folds, if you're in agreement, you know, if you give me a range, we're looking at 17.48 for this. If I can find something between 17 and 20,
How wide is it?
it would be 12 foot. It has to meet my weight criteria for the
Yeah.
310,
Yeah.
and that's all I was looking for approval to work within a parameter. Best interest of the thing.
How much are you guys actually using that?
Well, now, because of the way the square is, what we've been doing is we don't usually move the snow out of the square unless we're getting more than 6 inches. And then if we get 2 storms, we move it out of the square. And some of them just melt off like in the early storms. But, you know, by the end of this year, every other storm we're going out with it. So it's 5 or 6 hours of use on it every storm. Plus,
We used to use it a lot.
plus we do all around the yard, the transfer station
Yeah.
and stuff like that, so.
John has a question.
Yep.
Yeah, so, Victor, you said non-CIP, so it's not.
It's not on the list. There is equipment at the shed that is not on the CIP list.
Right.
But it can come out of the capital reserve.
Well, okay, I guess that's sort of where I was going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's highway equipment, so we can, it's highway equipment, so we can expand.
Concern.
yeah, we have,
Yeah.
sorry, John.
Go ahead.
Our highway equipment capital reserve would cover the purchase of both of these items when Victor's ready to go, if the board agrees. And about right now, it's approximately 189,000, because we put the money in thinking we were gonna be replacing a truck potentially this year. So it would drop it a little below a replacement for a truck.
Okay, so we already put the deposit in for this year.
Well, we will this year, yes, but we haven't moved the money there yet, but it's about 189,000. The money right now without that is 29,600.
Okay, okay.
We just were gonna wait we have to have everything moved to capital reserves by December 19th, I think it is.
Right. Yeah,
So
we're
we
just
were gonna
watching
wait.
cash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, a 10-footer for $4,700.
I mean, I'm not an expert on equipment costs, certainly not that equipment. Is that the one that also quoted $3,500 for transportation?
What's that?
It's $3,500
For
free.
freight.
For free?
From Maine?
Yeah, that's, yep, Allied Equipment.
We can't go pick that up with the truck and trailer.
I don't have a truck long enough, because I'd have to put it up on the headboard.
I would definitely want to see more quotes on that before.
Yeah, I can keep working that issue, that's,
How much?
What about Chapel in Concord?
they've got a quote coming to me, they don't seem to turn too quick. I've got, Equipment East is supposed to be getting me one, Chapel was supposed to get me one, MB Tractor was supposed to get me one, and none of them are too fast to return the calls. I started this in the spring, so they're just not too
There's
quick.
one, a 12-foot boss in here for $10,250 brand new. It's out of New York, obviously.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
NB handles Boss, and I saw them down there. I was just asking them to give me a quote. They don't seem to follow through.
Yeah.
I guess they're just too busy selling tractors.
Yeah. How heavy is it?
I'm sorry, what?
What's the weight on it? How heavy are they?
Oh, they're probably around 1,500 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, not that bad.
yeah, I would definitely want to see if you.
The coupler's what's gonna cost.
Right.
That 416 JRB it's universal, but you know,
Also expensive.
it's not like, so John and I are talking too. I want to see the option of the stick in the bucket, you know, but then we got to weld dogs inside the bucket, which we don't have a problem doing that. I can have Richard do that, but then the dogs get beat up, you know, with all the other stuff we do, and then they get, you know, sheared or bent or whatever. But that locks it into the bucket, and then if you get into trouble down there, you actually don't have to go back to the shop and get the bucket. So we're looking at that too. Just trying to find what's the better way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sticker shock.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to get some more quotes and bring it back to you. The other item is the vibratory roller.
So on the CIP, they have the roller. We're not looking at a roller we're not looking at a wheeled, rubber tired wheeled roller for doing roads. What we're looking at is, we do a lot of repair work. We have been running our 1966, which is the year I was born, roller, which is done. We lost the engine twice last year. It seized up, but with some mystery oil, we were able to get the cylinder open again. It's not weighted enough. It doesn't vibrate. The chain is. We've had to repair the chain a couple times, and there's no braking to it now. So right now we're borrowing Morrison's under our little whacked out way we do business with him. I asked him if he was interested in selling that. I got 3 quotes. You see, these are all used rigs. This is from Allied, and then I have one from Equipment East for a used rig that they have down there. All I'm looking for is a ton and a half two-wheel roller, preferably vibratory. There's a Wacker Newsom Allied can get their hands on for $27,100.
27,000?
27,000. They've got what's called a Third Coast RA12 roller for 15,000. They got a little bow mag, but that's a 3 to 5 ton. That's bigger than what I want, but that's for 17,900. But I don't know what the hours are on these machines, and I don't know what condition they're in. Equipment East has got me a quote on a used one at 20,000, almost 21,000 total package. That's a 1-ton roller. They didn't give me too much. It's a what they call a Armin. It's a foreign rig, so I don't know what the problems is getting parts for that if we have an issue with it. Equipment East has been good. They've been working with me right now. They're responding to me. I can get a little more detailed information on that.
Are you able to move, like that Bomag's 7,700 pounds, are you able to move that?
Which one?
The Bowman.
Bomag?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want that one, it's too big.
Yeah,
I can't move it. 1.5 tons I can move,
yeah.
you know. And again, that's more than what we would need, and I don't want that for doing repairs, you know. So, and that's on the CIP, and I was looking to try and find something in a better number than this. But I'm just looking for your approval that I can look for these things with the intent to buy. You know, I don't wanna waste all, it's just getting this information. I'm sorry, what do you say?
Mr. Chair, John?
What's up, Joe?
So, I'm sorry, guys, I
You good?
didn't mean to interrupt. The question for Victor is, do we know how many hours a year? Like, what is the life expectancy? Clearly, you're talking about a machine that we've had since 1966, which means we're probably not using it a lot.
Well, it's not always that. I mean, the roller's not a high use item, but it's an important item for when we're repairing the roads. You know,
Yeah.
part of the reason that you see some of these sags in the roads where the repairs are made is because a contractor, and it's not Jeff's fault, like the one down on North Main Street, the contractor, when they cut into that water line, Jeff was there to make the tap, but then Jeff had to get called away on a water break, and he was not able to watch them to compact on the way up. So they've got 4.5 feet of non-compacted material there that keeps settling. So we're throwing our...
Yeah, Victor, I'm sorry, I'm not suggesting that we don't, I'm not suggesting that the machine is not important, that's not what I'm suggesting. What
Okay.
I'm suggesting, I think, is, if we look at how many hours a year,
Yeah,
we look at the capital expenditure, we look at how much, because you can readily rent.
right, so...
1.5 to 3, right, like, I used to rent them all the time, right, so like, it's just the cost benefit analysis of owning it.
No, I understand that.
Renting it based.
So, I'll give you the example of this week. For 2 weeks out, we scheduled to pave this week. And I had booked from Ready Equipment because there was at $125 a day. And I was going to pick it up because they're $125 to bring it over to us and $125 to bring it back. But when it came down to my date to get it, they got 2 of them over there. They were gone, they didn't come back, and I couldn't get it. I turned around and called Chapel for their used one that you can rent, and it's booked out for the summer. And that's what happens is, like when you look at Alexandria for their rubber tire, that's sitting in somebody's bullpen to rent, and then Alexandria rents it for the whole summer. Now there's nothing in that inventory way. So when it comes to these specialty items, yes, you can rent them from places, but to get them when you need them and what's going on, it gets very, very difficult this time of year when everybody's working. So right now, I'm gonna stick with what we got going on for the rest of the repairs of Chestnut Street and that, and work with Morrison to use theirs.
Where do we stand with the bucket truck?
I'm waiting for another auction to come up. And
That
also,
wouldn't really play into this.
nothing, because that's insurance money,
Yeah.
and after the last discussion, we've got that dedicated to a new number that you gave me. I would like to talk to this guy on 4th Street with that one, Timberlane that's sitting there.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
First one up on the left, it just sits there, and it's about the same as our old John, the one that we had. But, so that's where I'm at, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about was, but, yes, it's John, right?
Yep.
Yes, John, you are correct. Dollar for dollar, actually I had a conversation with both Sean and Don Milbrand about the rental line, that we should be looking at using that rental line a little bit more. But again, on this particular item, because they go out so often, they're not always available when we need them to do the repair.
Okay, I mean, I guess, listen, from my perspective, yes, I think there is some logistics that makes this really challenging. I kind of feel like when we have an item like this, when we know it's very low usage, we probably need to try to figure out some other things, maybe a little more creatively. Maybe it's with some of the other communities around us. I don't know. It's just, it's hard to sit on a capital asset like that.
So part of
It's like the 12-foot. well, things like the 12-foot plate, you never can tell when it's gonna snow, right? Like you need, that equipment has to be here so you can deal with that when that happens, right? Like this is
Part of the problem with this, John,
planning, and yes, it's not easy, but, yeah.
if there's an emergency repair to be made, and whether it's, cross pipe, something like that, if we have a weather event, we need it and we need it now. And if it's not done, if it's not repaired correctly, then you're gonna have problems in the first place, then you're gonna have problems down the road, so. I mean, for something, we're not talking about a high dollar item here, but not something you use every day, but it's something that, it's a necessary evil when we have, repairs that need to be made and, asphalt patches that need to be done. It's not just highway, it's when these guys are helping out, water and sewer with a water main break, that sort of thing.
When you look, I mean, the other way also to look at it, John, is dollar for dollar. The machine that's dead now that we've had was made in 1966, we got the bang for the buck out of that.
And at $20,000, you said 125 a day?
Yeah,
$20,000, that's only 160 days of rental.
yeah.
So we'll use it more than
Plus,
160 days.
plus delivery
Well,
or
yeah, that's not
what
even
you're
that.
paying him to go over there.
Yeah, I gotta
Plus
lose
the
a
wear and tear
man.
on a truck and a trailer.
But we'll use it more than
Right.
160 days
Yeah.
before it's wore out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, way more.
So, so we're,
Well, and
the break even shows that we should buy it, not.
And I feel like that 125 a day is conservative on that.
it was the lightest number I could find. I mean, the other numbers that came in were 210, 185, and 155.
Yeah, so
And,
it's worth buying.
ready equipment, but again, they only have two and they're out. And they just didn't bring them back. And that's the thing, I could rent it for one day and then say, hey, I'm gonna keep it for the week, and that screws their schedule up. Weather gets involved in that too.
And the other problem is it's usually more than one day that you need it.
Right.
So you throw that in, it's.
Well, so take an example, we started paving Monday morning, but I really wish when we did the dig, that I had it to, instead of putting the hand, because the trench was so wide, instead of putting the hand compactor in there, we could have put this roller down in the hole and run that whole line and compacted the line all the way up. And then especially when top course came in with gravel, that's gonna sit there and compact for a week before we do all the paving, we could have buttoned that down harder. Without buttoning it down, you're subject to rain doing damage to the gravel and whatever.
Yeah, so this is 165 a day, and that's the same exact size you're talking about, 2,500 pounds,
Yeah,
165 a day, plus your 250 transport back and forth, that's $400.
right.
So, fine, if you're thinking $20,000, it sounds pretty reasonable.
Right, and again, I don't, if I find the one that works, that'd be something where Christina can just bring the note back in and say, we've kind of found the one that we're looking for, and if you get it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I was going with this meeting. I do not
Yeah.
have one that I'm sitting there saying we're gonna buy
No.
today. One of the reasons why I wanted to say this is, just getting this information takes me out of pocket, for 2 or 3 days of just making phone calls. If I'm gonna put that kind of effort into it, I wanna make sure at the back end that you guys.
You don't want to
know
get shut down.
Yeah.
We're good with it. I think we're good.
Okay.
Neither one of those pieces of equipment breaks the bank, and I don't want to sit here and say, well, we're just gonna throw money at it, but when you're talking about equipment that you need when you need it, for $40,000 for both pieces.
Right.
What irks me most is the $3,500 transportation cost, which is.
Yeah, and that's why if I can find something closer,
Yeah.
I'm going that route. I'm not.
Especially if it's set up with the attachment, the coupler that you need.
Right.
I don't have a lot of heartburn over that. Obviously, we want you to do your due diligence and do the best we can, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you're talking $3,000 or $4,000 difference,
Yes,
but you have but you can get it and have it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, then we should definitely go for it.
I've got a contact at MB too, just reach out, just give me a shout.
Yep.
Reach out.
I'll send you a text.
Yep.
And then
I-
I'll put that.
JP brought that one to our meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from Allied, wasn't he?
Oh, was he allied?
Yeah,
he was allied.
He was out.
So JB hasn't given us a price on what he wants for that one?
not a price.
Yeah.
He offered me the back door, and I said no to that. I don't like doing business that way. So.
No, I agree 100%. I just didn't know if he was gonna just actually sell it or not.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk. I think it's Joe's
Yeah.
more the issue. JP probably would bite, but.
Is that something else we could look for at auction?
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, you know, that particular style piece of equipment, a company buys it and they don't usually get rid of it unless they're going out of business
Right,
or
yeah.
whatever. It's just one of those pieces of equipment that'll last the lifetime of the company, you know, if they're well taken care of.
58 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's all I wanted to bother you about was the possibility of putting, you know, again, taking myself out of the pocket for right now when we're shorthanded to really do the research on this.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to put all that time into it and then just get I never saw this coming, don't know what you're talking about, gotta rethink it.
Maybe we can get one that's a little closer, because, I mean, Heartland, that's 3.5 hour drive. Heartland, Maine, 3.5 hours.
Oh, no, Allied would ship it to their location in New Hampshire and then ship it to us.
But they're charging us for that.
But they're
But they're
charging.
charging 3,500. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that was the wrong one, yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong quote.
But I mean, it's no different than renting one. I'm getting charged both directions. You never used to get charged for the delivery, but now you do, you know.
Or it used to be once.
Right,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
direction.
Yeah.
But now you're getting the back and the forth. And so they could be in town picking up another piece of equipment. They're getting double
Yeah.
coming back. And Reddy's in town every day with that ramp truck, dropping off and picking up.
Yeah. There's another,
Why do you think they have brand new ramp trucks?
Yeah.
There's another rental place in Ashland.
Yeah, they've got locations all along New
And
Hampshire.
then
Yeah,
one-
Yeah, I talked to them too. They were hiring.
Yeah,
I think
they
it
were
was,
hired.
I think they were 155 or something like that.
It's good for him, he's done.
All right, I'll leave you gentlemen alone.
Thank you.
There was nothing else that you and I had, right? Okay.
Have a good vacation.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Victor.
enjoy your vacation, Doug.
Thank you. I'll see you guys in a week.
All right, historic town hall painting quote.
Enjoy, Victor.
Are we there again?
Oh, it definitely needs it, yeah.
So we have reached out to multiple, and we were not getting any responses. We've been reaching out since Sean brought it up, about a month or a half ago. This one finally came in this past week, and this is the only quote we've gotten.
It's 17.5 today.
Yeah, so they would pressure wash, scrape where needed, apply primer, apply flat paint, glaze any failed window sashes, and then apply latitude paint on the window sashes. And the total is 17.5.
I'm frankly surprised it's that
Wait,
low.
well,
actually
yeah,
not
I
bad.
was too, because the library's quote was 25, and they weren't
Yeah.
doing the whole building, they were doing trim and pressure wash.
Actually makes me worry about it a little bit. I mean, I don't.
Where's the money coming from?
It would have to come out of the town building maintenance fund. Right now, not, it's got 52, we're putting 20 in. And there's one other bill coming up, but it'll still be around 50 by the time we're done, so, or just under 50 by the time we're done.
Did you?
Anything else planned for that money?
Quote-wise, did you ask Bob Taylor?
There's a repair on Victor's that I said I would pay for because he doesn't have it in his budget on his boiler, which is what that money's technically for.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's for.
So, I do not know, but she reached out to 5 different contractors and then even tried new ones and no one's responding. So
Yeah,
I can try, you said Bob Peeler?
Bob Taylor, yeah.
When will they do it?
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. Bob's doing stuff part-time. Deb Glidden, he mostly works through Deb Glidden these days. She's at Moose Path Farm, Moose
She
Path.
used to be Blossom Painting.
Yeah, yeah.
we
She
can-
does good work, but she doesn't want to be on a ladder anymore, which I don't like.
No.
Yeah,
And Bob is 70 and on a ladder, so I don't.
yeah, I was gonna say he's getting there.
Yeah. And they gotta do my house, so don't call them. No, I'm just kidding, but, I certainly would reach out to Deb. I know she is interested in work, so I would reach out to Deb Glidden.
See if you
And
can-
Bob would work with her, so,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they come with it, that's here.
So we can try and reach out to them and get another quote, and then confirm if whoever was picked, when they would be able to do it
Yeah.
by, so,
Yeah,
okay.
It's, actually sounds like a pretty reasonable price for that building.
I'm gonna shoot you a number here to call to.
what's the situation with the library then? I know we got the,
That, we said that we wouldn't do the half, because we felt they should focus on the emergency exits. And so they're not, they didn't do it, themselves either this year, and I just don't know what the status is on the emergency exit repair, so,
okay.
when we talked to them last, so.
I can talk a little bit about that at selectmen items.
Okay.
I just sent you a number, he does very good work. He's out of Plymouth.
Was it Glenn?
What's that?
Glenn?
Nick Rayline. Does, that's who I use for any of my emergency stuff at work.
It's also Glenn McLaughlin.
Yeah, I kinda just assumed we already tried him. but-
Oh, yeah, I don't know if he was on the list or not, but.
I'll find out from Doug, but.
Yeah.
You said McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Took us, we couldn't get responses even on the asbestos at first. So. Okay.
All right,
Next one is, change order, number 2 on the Central Street project. I think it's in your, I might have thrown it in the wrong spot. It is in there, good. It's under number 8.
Yes.
So, Sergeant is requesting a change order to relocate approximately 80 feet of 18-inch storm drain and add 1 drain manhole. The existing storm drain conflicts with the proposed relocation of the pump station, this change is gonna cost $13,002.82. So Jeff and I talked about it. Jeff agrees that it should be done and is approved, and feels that we should approve it. We brought it tonight. If you had any specific questions, I can get them answered and come back, but, it's pretty cut and dry. They're moving the storm drain and adding a manhole, so,
Is it our storm drain or?
yeah.
Okay, it's not the state's?
No, because it's Central Street,
Okay.
where we're doing the force main and the pump station.
Yeah.
That's this
Oh, I
project.
didn't know how
Is
much
it-
drainage
is
the
it-
state has.
Covered by our funding, or is it come out of,
It's good.
soup, water, capital?
It's gonna come out part ours, part theirs in the end.
Okay.
But,
But it goes into the overall
it
contract
goes
and
into
then.
the overall.
Yeah.
Yeah. PCO 2?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve change order PCO 02 for the storm drain relocation.
I'll second that.
okay, motion by Don, second by Sean. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, Sean?
Aye.
Myself, I, Don.
Don, aye.
Yeah, Scott,
Aye.
Christina.
John.
John.
that was good, John.
Yeah, I'll go with aye.
Okay. Under the tier report info, I just wanted you to take a look at those if you'd like. If you do not open number 10 unless you really want to see gross. So,
I don't have any of them, so
oh,
it doesn't matter.
look over Rob's shoulder. If you have any questions about any of the info items on here, these are pretty much to let,
Sorry, I just,
I'll let you look down it.
yeah,
That's
it's,
not
nothing that can't.
Where are you seeing it? You said there's pictures?
Yeah, well, if you go into info number 10, under the tier report info only,
It's really not,
it's not great.
your satisfaction, your curiosity won't be,
Yeah, so this is some of what we're dealing with,
don't
but
even-
we're dealing with worse.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a bad pole to let.
yeah, people have been wiping stuff
Yeah.
over. We've had to have 3 porta potties
Get that
pulled
checked.
completely out, and then they had to drop off a new one to take it and clean it. That one is minor probably compared to what the other 2 were.
I'm still not seeing a picture.
Number 2.
Don't, it's not worth it.
Right here,
It's gross. You're not,
MTA report.
you're in the TA report.
Something I've never understood as vandalism.
That's not even vandalism.
TA
Well,
report.
it's in there with
folder.
it, same thing.
No, that one, the next one.
Doing, just
That one.
doing
It's like-
stuff like that, I
You
never,
might not have made it.
I've never
And
understood
number 10. Roll
how
down.
people get joy out of all that.
Roll.
I am, it's
Oh,
not
your
going
10
further.
How come your 10 is not
I guess I
loaded?
brought it in
Oh, it's right
respect
there,
for
sorry.
other
I
people's
put it
stuff.
Yeah,
next to your one,
absolutely.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want
Which
somebody
ones are
doing that
these?
to my stuff.
That's Cummings.
God, I hate
Didn't we
this.
attach them to the fence?
I'd be all for taking the
Cummings
person that
is
did
in
that
its
and
own
smearing them.
enclosure.
It's like, okay,
Didn't
so,
they attach it to that, so.
so
this
now how do you
couldn't
think
happen?
that,
No, that's somebody,
how does that make you feel?
somebody did that.
Oh.
Anyway, we're gonna move on.
All right,
Alright,
TA
you're good
report.
on info only?
Yes, definitely.
Regular TA report. Just announcing for everybody again, Household Hazardous Waste Day, it's a different day for those who are listening. Thursday, August 28th, from 2 PM to 6 PM and a new location, it's gonna be at the Bristol Transfer Station.
With the reverse direction.
With the reverse direction, yes, so follow the signs, so. Under number 2, finance officer, we'd like to announce the hiring of a finance officer. Ruby Hill will be joining the executive department as of September 18. And then there's a note for the board there, when I did the PAF, I put the wrong starting pay down on the hourly, everything else was correct, the grade and the stuff that we agreed to in the annual, so we fixed the hourly for her. Number 3, I should have done these when Victor was here, sorry. Guardrail projects on Crescent Street and Green Street are done. Hemlock Brook Road, the washboard is happening, but it's too dry to grade right now. If we get a little rain, it will help, just in case people say anything to you, we want you to be aware. It's also starting on Hemp Hill Road. The road is passable on Hemp Hill, but again, it's getting similar to Hemlock Brook Road.
Yeah, you can't do anything until we get some moisture.
Right. The road working group, I've scheduled them for September 8th at 3 PM, not Sunday. And then 4th Street paving over the construction areas was completed on August 20th. Shore Drive stakeholder group, if you look in your folders under TA number 4, NLRA had some funding that they were able to put towards projects, and one of them was the stakeholder group on Shore Drive with all the drainage issues down there and the flooding that's been happening. So the first thing that they've done is, the NLRA has utilized conservation assistance to work on rechanneling a problematic drainage on Silver Shores Association property, and that redirects stormwater away from the residences. In this process, they unearthed the inlet to a clogged culvert, and they were able to clean that up, which will open up the flow there. They've also received, and it's in your folders if you'd like to take a look at it, a stormwater report from Streamworks PLLC. They are the engineering firm that was contracted to delineate the drainage areas affecting the Shore Drive neighborhood, assess the existing infrastructure, and outline recommendations to mitigate the problems. I just want to confirm, is Dawn's, so it was Carol Brown, who's gonna be on the stakeholder group, and then Dawn was next, but I wanna make sure because we're looking at a September 22nd, and I know it makes it difficult for you sometimes to be able to attend those.
What day of the week is it?
September,
Oh.
they haven't told me the time yet, but September 22nd is,
I was gonna say, I was just putting in the hazardous waste thing, sorry.
September 22nd is a Monday though.
So you don't have a time?
Not yet. You would need morning, right?
It would be better, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could work it out, but,
So as soon as I get the confirmed time, I'll make sure if Don's not available, is there someone else who wants to go to that stakeholder meeting with us?
yeah.
What's the date on it again? I'm sorry.
September
September.
27th.
I get back.
Oh, John said he could back him up. Okay. Are you good with that?
Okay,
That's fine.
all right.
Yeah, or if somebody else wants it, go for it, I'm just saying.
As long as it's not too late into the afternoon, it's,
Okay. Trees behind the library, Sean, I put it on here to tell you, but I think we told you to.
Yeah.
Um,
Behind the library? You're talking about the one in the river?
There's one in the river and then there's the other one she wanted you to look at.
That's in the front, yeah.
Okay, there are two behind the library. One is broken off and then there's one technically on the ground in the river.
Okay, I didn't look at those, I looked at the one that they had some health questions on in the front, there's actually a couple of them, but I will get back and look at those others.
Okay. Former parsonage updates, downtown streetlight and plantings have been removed. We did get billed for that and I got the bill today. I don't have a budget for it, so I will take that out of contingency. Streetlight wiring and meter removed, asbestos report received, we have asbestos. I signed the agreement with the company to remediate, it takes 10 days notification to the state, so I'm looking another week before I'm just waiting on the date that they're gonna have it scheduled, so. And then, once the remediation's done, it's approximately a week after that for the demo to start.
Yeah.
So, I've notified the former Beano property, I've notified JP, talked to staff, Ben's ready to go with what he needs to give. We've also asked Victor to talk to DOT, just to let them know, and he's done that as well. The demo is gonna be from the other side, but it's a state road, so we just wanna make sure that they're all right, so.
Yep.
So that's where we're at on that. The other Prop 130 and 148, when we talked last, we were gonna go to court. I've since talked to one of the owners. We're setting up a site visit, trying to get both owners there. We're not going to court, we're gonna try to get both owners there in September. In the Bristol Buzz, we just want to point out, Arcade did the next Meet Your Department Head article. It was in the August 15th Buzz, and it was introducing the transfer station supervisor, Chuck Cullen. So you can read a little bit about Chuck if you want.
It was a good article.
There's a nice picture too.
Yeah.
So, I've talked to the department heads at their department head meeting this week. A little grumbling, but they're all on board. I said, when Katie emails you, please answer. So, we did get volunteer appreciation. Oh, I just want to remind people, also in the Buzz, Old Home Day is this Saturday, August 23rd. It kicks off with pancake breakfast from 7:30 to 10:30 at the Masonic Lodge. Join the Newfound Classic Car Show by registering from 8 to 10 in the morning, or just checking out the cars from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be local crafters, food trucks, and live music going on throughout the day from 10 to 3, and this is all at Kelly Park. Then they end the night with the TTCC annual lobster chicken supper from 5:30 to 7 p.m. Okay. Volunteer appreciation, just confirming, Sean's cooking.
Watch out.
Rob, welcoming remarks,
You mean I have to be there?
we volunteered you.
That's fine.
That's what happens when you didn't come last meeting.
Fine with
Do you want to do welcoming remarks and the award presentation?
That's up to you. If you'd like to do it, be my guest.
Well, and I wrote it, and I put it, we wrote them already, we put it on bigger paper, and it's all ready to go. The food's upstairs in the kitchen and in my office, so we'll go down in the afternoon to set up tables and chairs, but everybody's arriving between 4:30 and 5, so.
All right.
And we had music too.
Okay.
Copier RFP, this wasn't in when I emailed you last night. We met with the copier company today. And I wanted to get it in instead of waiting. We currently lease, or at least, and our lease includes hardware costs and maintenance costs for 5 departments: police, fire, this building, and highway. Highway does not pay a hardware cost, only a usage cost. So the current monthly payment ranges from $625 to $750. We solicited quotes from a few different companies and only received 2. Canon is our current provider and Kyocera is the other provider. When we received the quotes, we had asked for a 3-year contract, and we were gonna upgrade the printer copiers for all of the, for PD Fire, this office, and then we were gonna keep the maintenance usage for highway department, and we were gonna add water and sewer finally, because they've been using 3 different 17, 18-year-old printers. So we were gonna see, we talked to Jeff about possibly joining in so that they can print their bills one machine, but. This was our original pricing when we went out for the 3-year quote. Obviously, when you look at the quotes, Canon is still the cheapest. This was on the 3-year, it was $855 a month, add upgrading copiers and adding a new one. Once we saw this, we started negotiating a little bit with them, and we negotiated a 5-year contract. It saves money. It drops us down to $585 a month, adding a copier still, and making all the units the same and interchangeable. So if somebody, and toner's included in it, maintenance is included in the cost. We pay $585 for the hardware, and then we pay 6.006 per page on copies, which is what we're doing now. So we're recommending to keep Canon, upgrade our printers, and do the 5-year contract, because our contract is up at the end of October.
Do you need a motion for that?
I need you, if you motion me to sign the contract, if you agree. So again, it will replace PD's computer copier, it'll replace Fire's copier, it'll replace the 2 in this building. Water and sewer agreed to jump on. They'll pay for a portion of those costs, by the way, that's the total. And they'll pay out of their budget, and then we'll still be able to maintain the big one that's in Victor's office, so through them.
So, hey, Christina, so I got a few questions about this then. Some of them are, what
I lost you, John.
is Steve's perspective, and then if we talk to them about cash flow,
John,
like how often do they look at the payments and whatnot?
I have no idea what you said. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I'm sorry. So, what I was saying was, how often have we done the Ts and Cs comparison on this contract? Because generally, the boilerplate is there's usually a bunch of things in there, like what is our out clause, and then how often are there any midterm reviews of our usage and per page costs?
No. So we're locked in at this lease payment and per page costs. T's, as far as out clause, I did not double check that, but I do have to read through it. Usually there is an out clause that if we lose our funding, most of them have, I call it a fiscal funding addendum, but I can make sure that's in it before I sign.
Yeah, non-appropriation
But
clause.
non-appropriation clause, usually they're in there. So it is a monthly fee that's paid every month, because you could probably negotiate hardware costs to be paid differently, but your monthly usage would be done every month.
Yeah, for sure. No, usage, the totals are fine. I'm thinking about just literally, this is an example of how to control the cash flow to line up to when our taxes come in. That's yes. So I agree with the monthlies, because then we can kind of track to make sure we're on target for what we normally do.
I can ask them about hardware costs. Oh, that's funny. This contract has my married name on it. That's how long I've been doing contracts with Canon. John, I think I lost you again.
No, we were just going over one of the mountains, sorry. I heard most of that, Christine, I really appreciate it.
All right, I'm making a motion to approve the copier hardware and usage contract with Canon, 5-year contract, and to authorize Christina to sign.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Sean, second by Scott. Any discussion?
Yep.
Okay, all those in favor, Sean?
Well,
Uh-oh.
so, hey, just one real quick thing, Ron.
Yep,
Because of the term, do we have to do anything different because it's 5 years? Because I remember us discussing, as soon as we went above 3, that we had to do something special around, going to the voters. I'm just trying to make sure we can actually enter into a 5-year contract.
Actually, it's only 1 year we're allowed.
Well, no, you're allowed to do you're allowed to do multiple years, but I'd have to double check if there's a limit on 3. We've signed a 5-year contract with Canon, for the past 3 times.
and I feel like there was something else recently we did that didn't, I mean, I know there's certain things like the TASER contract goes with town meeting and everything, but.
No, the TASER contract didn't go through town meeting. You
It did the
approved-
first year.
Oh, the first year, but you approved this past year, you approved them signing
So it was that then, that I'm
Yeah.
thinking of then.
because it got us a good
Yeah.
rate. I'll double check, make sure the 5-year, but I thought, we have plenty, we have other 5-year contracts.
I'll amend my thing to say pending checking to make sure that we can do that.
Approval of the contract.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Second.
All
I
right,
thought we went to town meeting to change that when we were talking about doing the parking lot, so.
Yeah,
the
it's
parking lot
it's
agreement.
there's ways of doing
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but
1 year with an automatic approval or something like that. but-
yeah, it's a year-to-year approval, I guess.
Okay, I'll check it
And the
before I sign.
non-appropriate- I think as long as it has a non-appropriation clause. we're
We gotta,
okay.
Yep.
we gotta actually vote on it.
all right, any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor, Sean?
Aye.
Rob, aye.
Don, aye.
Scott? John?
John, I.
Okay, ayes have it.
This is the last thing, the TA report is the highway safety grant. The chair needs to be approved to sign the highway safety grant program. This is funds that is for details paid as overtime. This is next year's 2026. We need to use the wording that's on the grant motion that I put in your folders if you're good with it.
That leaves me, I'll make a motion.
I know, I didn't print it out, sorry.
I can't get into any of it.
So go to, if you're gonna make the motion, go to your TA discussion folder, so go back.
So I'm trying to figure out.
Justin, sorry. Go to all documents and see if it works. I'm never going this way. Nope. Go back up. Check.
I'm in TA discussion and it doesn't
Try
have.
clicking that arrow.
I don't see it.
Shoot.
I can get it, hold on. I got backed out, it's fine.
No, I'm in it and it doesn't have it in the document.
So I'm not alone.
It is under number 11, TA number 11.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the language.
When you open it, it gives you, for grant
Oh,
acceptance,
it's
no
on there.
amendment, the select board and majority vote accepted. And then it should also say,
It's literally 2 sentences and
yeah, include though in the bottom where it says, please note, if one individual signs the grant agreement, please include the statement in the meeting minutes that so-and-so is authorized to sign all documents related to the grant.
yeah, what I'm trying to tell you is that's not on our document.
This,
You know, it's not on mine.
so there's 2 TA 11s.
I told you I
See,
didn't
Rob,
feel
why
good
don't you just
today.
make a motion?
Okay. All
You're
right.
He
allowed to.
motion himself to sign it though.
That's
Let
fine.
me see it.
There's nothing wrong with doing that. You are allowed to make a motion.
Oh, I did earlier.
Yeah,
Best motion I've ever made.
exactly.
Yeah, this is not helpful.
Not really.
I make a motion to, I make a motion to authorize the chair to accept the highway safety grant agreement in the amount of $6,900, and to authorize the chair to sign.
Second. John, second.
Okay, I have a motion by Sean and a second by John. Any discussion on this? Guess I got some homework to do. All those in favor, Sean?
Aye.
Rob? Aye.
Don, aye.
Scott?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
All right, and the ayes have it.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Is that all you have?
She has just
I
one,
won't pull it.
she has just one more thing.
I'm not.
Well, do we need to discuss the asbestos?
No, I made Judge McCollum did it, but, because I had to get it signed in order to get
And
it.
it's under the amount that you can authorize.
It is under the amount that I can authorize. My question though, thank you for bringing that up, is, we don't have a budget obviously for that, so, I didn't know if that's really town building maintenance fund, or if that, I was thinking contingency for that.
Oh, we own the building.
So, we do own the building now, so it could be, but the town building maintenance fund.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Rather
That
than.
that would make more sense to me, because if we actually own the building,
Yeah.
whether we just acquired the building or not, if we're maintaining or doing something to a town-owned asset,
Yep,
that's the definition of that line item, right?
so, we'll do it under town,
Yeah.
we'll book even the latest bill to the town building maintenance.
Yeah,
fund, so.
absolutely.
Okay,
All right, we will move to select board items, Scott.
Very good.
John?
John, select board
John?
items?
do we lose him?
Yeah, sometimes, no, I'm here, sometimes when they speak on that side, sometimes it comes through your microphone, saying, wow, it was challenged. Sorry, I missed the last part of that.
Select board items.
Oh, thank you. Probably the biggest thing is, just trying to get some going on the EDCP portions. I think we've had some good conversations. I had with Christina, just to try to talk through getting that going again. So I'm feeling we're starting to make some progress. I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, Rick's coming back in, so that'll be good. That's probably the biggest thing. The technology stuff is probably the next piece. Christina was talking about some of the pieces around the printing, obviously, but the changing of Wi-Fi. I think we have to, there's a bunch of things to continue to work on with Nesta, in particular, this problem with Zoom, so we can get this sorted out. But other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. That's what I have.
Tell Ness that I'll take their stupid test when they get all the bugs worked out.
Yeah.
Because I put you guys back on.
Tell him to stop emailing me.
Yeah.
Yes, I do control the cyber hoot, sorry.
Yeah.
The
That's
department,
fine. Listen, you know what, in all honesty, it's actually pretty basic knowledge when you go and you look at it. Yes, it's a pain, but it's good basic stuff.
Yeah.
so I put you back on because department heads felt that everybody who has email should be on it regardless of who. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll put everybody on. Rob's gonna continue to get it even when he's not on select board though.
Lucky me.
So I had
That's on
a,
purpose.
I had a brief meeting with a library trustee yesterday morning. Nothing critical. We talked about the entrance, the emergency exit issues. Really the issue is that the design of the building didn't plan for all that snow dumping onto those areas and then having to be maintained. So long-term solution is we need to have a roof over those areas. Short-term solution is who's gonna go out there and remember to go out there to shovel every time it snows. So that's one issue. There were some other issues with the building, and really it was a discussion that centered around exactly what we talked about a little tonight, is maintaining the buildings that we own and that we spend a lot of money on building or improving. Talking about paint and stuff for the old town hall. So just a similar, same conversation. But maybe that's, I don't know do we have a line item in CIP, when we do our CIP at town meeting, we don't do a line item for building maintenance.
We do town building maintenance.
Town building maintenance.
Yeah.
Because the town owns the library building.
Yeah, for the CIP, we just have a general town maintenance fund
Yeah.
But we don't break it down.
that we try
I
to.
think what the discussion talked about interior accounting also on another matter with donations given to the town to make sure they were spent on,
Right.
on what they're being donated for.
Right.
So it was a bigger discussion, but just something to keep in mind.
Internally, we talked to the department head level about creating our own CIP building maintenance.
Yeah,
Kind of thoughts, but, so we are pursuing that, but we just haven't gotten very far on it, so,
Yeah, you should have that, and then whatever the total at
yeah.
the bottom for each building is, we can put that into the.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could have a formula, the building is X amount of square feet, it costs us,
Right.
we should be budgeting X amount a year, even if we don't spend it that, we should be,
Yeah,
in
save
case
it up,
something
save
comes
it up
up.
for the next
Right.
roof.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, the boulders was just replaced in the historic town hall, but when do we think we're gonna have to replace it again,
Right.
potentially?
Right.
But,
I got approached by a gentleman who wanted to do a story walk on the bike path, similar to the one that's already being done there. I said he could reach out to Christina, and probably doesn't need board approval to do that.
I mean, I just wanted to make sure your general consensus, I didn't have any issues with it, I just would wanna know how he's putting it in the ground,
Yeah.
how many he's putting
Yeah.
in, and who's maintaining it,
Yeah.
so, but I'll reach out to him.
Yeah, as long as nothing.
I was gonna say, what's the content of the story?
I think it's a children's story.
He said,
As long as we're
said,
not surprised by the
12
story.
laminated signs depicting the verses of a poem about the fall of New Hampshire's iconic old man of the
Oh,
mountain,
yeah, that's
which I
right.
think is nice,
Yeah.
so. And I'll talk to Victor too, because I don't know when they mow, I'm sure they wanna know what he's using to
Yep.
put them in, so.
Yep, just again, another kudos to we call them the road crew, but really they do everything else. Any dirt job that comes along, and they do a fantastic job at it. Just noticed several things recently in regards to that. We talked about that. We talked briefly about that report about the drainage at the foot of the lake. And when is that meeting?
Lake Waters, the stakeholder group.
Stakeholders meeting?
September 22nd is the date they're looking at.
Okay. We
He
don't-
was supposed to let us know this week.
Is the church going to that?
It's supposed to be, so the group is Shore Drive, the town, the church. The church has been at the last 2 meetings, because
Okay.
Mark and I went, and now I've got Victor going.
Yeah.
So, the church, Shore Drive, NLRA, New Hampshire DOT, and then the town. So,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what I have.
Because one of the things they talked about at the church at one of our last meetings, and I haven't read the report, I'm not sure if it's in there, was they agreed to take some of the impervious paving out that's not being maintained in the back,
Yeah.
so.
Sounds good.
But there's no money, so.
Oh, there's money. We can use all the money they haven't been paying for taxes.
Sorry. Moving right along. John?
I'm done.
Still doing the workshop next Thursday,
Yes,
so I can't make it.
yeah, John and you both can't make it, so as long
What
as
is
I,
this?
the workshop next Thursday with Rick. John's supposed to email me comments. Do you want to email comments on the 4 topic? Well, there may be other topics. you
Oh,
know.
it's a meeting.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
it's a work session.
Yeah,
It's a work session.
Yeah,
And Rick's gonna
With Rick.
facilitate
yeah, no, that's, I'll be there.
getting the ideas
Yeah.
to get the EDC jump started.
EDC, so yeah, well, we were talking all committees.
Well, yeah, all committees.
So
Okay.
based on economic development, housing, tourism, and schools,
Okay,
so.
Yeah.
okay.
But if you can send, if you have comments you want to add, Dawn,
Okay.
do you want to email them to me?
Well, I always have
I know.
comments.
So does John.
I'll look, I'll see if I have a few that I can actually email.
I might have a few.
So, all right, make sure you email them to me before Wednesday.
Okay,
How's that?
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Okay.
got it. Okay, that's all I have.
What is next Thursday, the 28th?
28
Yep.
at 5.
I'll go to the
Why did
concert.
somebody just...
I did send
Maybe,
that.
okay, maybe I was just, maybe it's because this is a work session in my calendar, I was thinking there was something going on the 28th.
You go back on.
That's probably what I have going on.
Rob, do you have anything?
I do, but it's going to have to go into non-public briefly, so, any public comments?
Excuse me. I was under the impression that if the Bristol ambulance was called out for local citizens, that the rate was reduced.
I do not believe so.
Because of the fact that they're being supported by tax dollars.
Right, the tax, right, this is a conversation that's, I don't know of any reduced rate that has ever been the situation. And I'm gonna give you the answer as I understand it, you may not like it, but that's fine. The tax dollars provide the people and the equipment. And then it doesn't cover the usage if they need to. It basically makes the equipment there. And that's my understanding.
Provides the resources, but it doesn't provide
Right,
the
it's
service.
still, there's still a cost to use those services.
Well, I just think that $2,200 for Franklin is pretty goddamn expensive.
It is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's more expensive if you have a helicopter.
$300, baby, my insurance pays the rest.
Yeah.
That's the billion.
Whether it be air or ground, it's $300.
Really?
Yeah, so the rates are set by the board with the recommendation of the fire chief or, the fire chief in this situation. But we cannot, to the best of my knowledge, we can't discount rates or charge different rates for citizens versus non-citizens.
Also, there's the House bill that will affect ambulance.
There's a Medicaid bill in the House, which please don't ask me to
I
explain
can
it.
tell you, yeah.
But that could negatively affect those rates on the whole. So I can tell you when we set those rates to be competitive with the towns around us, and to continue to provide the highest level of service possible. So.
know nothing about it, so.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into the rates too, a lot of that, those rates have to do with what level of service was provided.
Right.
I believe there's 3 different
Thank you.
rate levels, and then there's a mileage rate, and then there may be other charges for other procedures that may have been performed, so I really couldn't speak on, on a general instance. So, and because of HIPAA, we couldn't comment on specific instances.
It's a non-emergency transport.
Yeah. And it doesn't differentiate between emergency and non-emergency. So, and then you get into the definition of what's emergency and what's non-emergency. Just because they went to the hospital without their lights on doesn't mean it wasn't an emergency.
Well, I know this case, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. It's a very expensive Uber in some
Yeah.
cases, so.
That's the exact reason why I chose to be transported in my own vehicle.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
They didn't like that either, but,
It's your call.
yep.
Yeah.
So.
I said, you get to be my age, you pass away, hey, so what, nothing's gonna miss you,
We'll miss you.
not for very long.
Yeah. Tracy will miss you.
And your, the post on the, I don't know what you call it, but anyway, you get on the town offices, and it's town boards, it says select boards. Public welcome at 5 o'clock, not so.
Huh.
Did it say?
The meeting,
Says select board meeting 5 o'clock, all,
it always says 5 o'clock because we do start at 5, but we do schedule sometimes non-public at 5, and
Maybe
that's
we-
on the agenda.
Maybe we have to have better wording on that.
Yeah.
that's what I was.
Clarification,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it says starting at 5, and it says public welcome,
Yeah.
but
Yes,
Yeah,
pending possible non-public meeting.
right, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell you in the time I've been on the board, I think we've started before 6 o'clock once or twice, and that was at like 5:30.
Yeah, it's effectively a 6 o'clock
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it does say select board meets normally the first and third Thursday. There are often additional meetings added to the schedule or changes in the schedule, and those changes will be posted on the website, it should probably say the agenda,
Yeah.
and which will help, but we can change the wording.
Yeah.
It's just a little
Yeah.
bit misleading, you know.
Certainly not intentional, but.
Yeah.
We're going, we are going through a website change.
Yeah.
I have one more document I owe them, I'm gonna send them tonight. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Kate is the project manager, but they are moving us on a platform, and once we move, then we're gonna try and clean up some of these
Yeah.
funky things as well. We're gonna clean up some stuff before, obviously, but October 14th is supposed to be the completion date with a launch October 24th. That may shift about a week, and we'll be training end of September, early October on the new platform, so.
I do have one other item.
Go for it.
Just quickly, I met, Christina and I met with departments
We're not
at
done yet, though.
our Brews and, what?
Brews and views.
Brews and Views meeting.
It's not beer, okay?
We met with Highway and Transfer Station, we met
Water,
with
sewer.
Water and Sewer, and we met with basically general government,
Beach, library, and then this building.
Beach Library in this building, yeah, so we've had 3 meetings so far, they've been actually really, really good. There's been a lot of participation by by employees, and actually some, I don't say it that way, some really good suggestions have come out of it, that Christina's following up on. And so they've been, it's another meeting on another meeting, but it's actually been really productive with them, and I think they all felt like, I think they all felt really appreciative of having a voice in the
direction of the departments, and what makes their life a little bit easier. So I think it's been a huge positive. Kudos to you for doing that, and kudos to the departments for being involved. We have, I think, one more with fire and police.
We did something a little different too, to get more participation. I think also select board member helps, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that's been a big help, but we also offered to put everybody who attended his name in for a drawing.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I think we would have still had the group that you had in this building especially.
Yeah.
But we've had 28 people in different meetings come
Yeah.
show up, so, and some really
Really
good
good.
ideas.
Yeah. Stuff that's like, why didn't we think of that?
I know.
Or, you know, it's just things are business, business, day-to-day business that, doesn't come up, but when they can sit in the room and talk about it, the stuff that they've been either stewing on or thinking about.
Yeah.
And some of it I'd say, I don't know if that's possible, or I can't give you an answer now, but,
Yeah.
some of them are things that I look at Christine and go, yeah, let's
Makes sense.
get on that.
Why are we doing that? I'll draw up a outline too of some of the suggestions.
Yep.
Maybe break it up into categories, like what can we do now, what can we do,
Right.
talk about later.
Right.
So,
But they were excellent. I'm glad that they had the ability to have their say, and I was, frankly, I really enjoyed the meeting, so we're good.
So the next one would be in November, if we follow quarterly.
Yeah.
I'd like to try and get it on a schedule now, but who would wanna be the next person in November?
I'll put one.
I mean, well, here's another question, because there's been a lot of information in these sessions. I don't know if we shouldn't change it from quarterly to twice a year.
I was just gonna say
instead, because
semi-annually because,
There's a lot,
you,
but,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, but doesn't, instead of quarterly, if there's a lot, is it better to do it more frequent, to have it maybe not be as intensive?
The other
Generally,
thing,
when you protract it out, the timelines out, it creates a longer meeting and with a lot more information to share.
I mean, we could do the November and see what comes out of the quarterly and then decide.
yeah, probably do that, and then, because my feeling is you're gonna,
I'm happy to do it.
the first couple of rounds,
Just ask me.
you're gonna get a lot of stuff.
yeah, you're gonna get a whole lot up front, and then.
Right.
You know,
You kind of work on that and see how
and
it
it
goes.
won't be as intense.
So
with
I
the
would think,
secondary one.
then a 6 month.
We did do it once before, but nothing, we weren't getting the info
Yeah.
we're getting now. We got 2 or 3
Yeah.
things last time, and one we couldn't really do. It was some about the flashing signs for pedestrians.
Yeah.
But one we did right away, it's all done. We created the employee intranet.
Yep.
Or applied Wi-Fi, excuse me, which made, so you don't have to log in every time on an employee, when you bring in a piece of equipment that's private, you have an employee Wi-Fi now. Did it right away, so.
Good, that's it.
So John said does anybody, he'd do November, did anybody else wanna do November before?
I'll sit in with it too, that's fine.
Well, as it gets closer, I'll pick the dates. I'm gonna try and do it before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Get it done.
Kate? All right. Thank you, Bob.
Make a motion to adjourn.
No? you
Oh,
said-
sorry. Make a motion to go into non-public session under 91A3
Thanks, Bob. I'll fix the
CADC
wording.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I make a motion up for my chair to go back forward. I just look reclined and stand there.
I'll second.
It's the lever it's on the left, on the left.
On the left, there's a lever.
You gotta push it forward. Push the
There you
lever
go.
forward.
There you go.
Pull back, it locks.
Second bit.
You're missing it, John.
Okay, motion by Sean, second by,
Sounds like it.
roll call, Sean,
Aye.
Rob, aye,
Don, aye.
Scott, aye, it's John. I'm not supposed to vote for it.